Hello everyone, I hope you're all keeping well. If you're new to my YouTube channel, my name is Julie and you are really welcome to be joining us today. Now, in tonight's video, what I wanted to do was I wanted to talk about 5 things that I loved about Endgame. Now, there is more than 5 things that I liked about Endgame, but I wanted to come on and just pick 5 things. Now, I have my review up and it's a spoiler review, so the same rule applies here. There is going to be major spoilers ahead, so if you haven't seen Avengers Endgame, please wait until you go and see it, and then you can come back and see this video. So click out if you haven't. If you have seen the movie, then let's just get this video started. So the first thing that I wanted to talk about is the cute and adorable Rocket Raccoon. I cannot believe, guys, I am so embarrassed that I forgot to mention Rocket Raccoon in my review. Honestly, because I know it might not look like it, guys, but I am always super nervous when I'm recording videos. I'm even nervous right now. But I absolutely love Rocket Raccoon, and I was just thinking of everything that I wanted to say, and it's such a long movie, like that's the thing. But Rocket Raccoon is my favourite in Guardians of the Galaxy, and I love Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1 and Volume 2, and I am beyond excited for Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, or, as Guardians of the Galaxy is, Thor put at the end, most possibly. And, I have to say, in this movie, again, he was adorable, he was funny, he was hilarious, and he has just the cutest face, and he looks so cool in his, little outfit and everything. And oh my gosh, when he was going into the quantum realm, oh my goodness, he's so adorable. Now, a bit of sad news, guys. The raccoon that actually did his motion captures, he actually died. His name was Oreo. I'm going to put up a little picture of Rocket Raccoon beside Oreo, who did the motion caption for him. And unfortunately he died, I can't remember exactly when it was 3 or 4 months ago, roughly, I think. So that's kind of sad. Sorry for the sad news if you didn't already know that, but I just thought I would say that. But yeah, Rocket Raccoon is freaking hilarious, and the comedy humour in Guardians of the Galaxy between him and Star-Lord is hilarious. And I absolutely love when them two are just getting into an argument. It is absolutely hilarious. So that is the first thing that I wanted to mention. And the second thing that I really loved about this movie was Nebula. Her story arc in Avengers Endgame was absolutely sensational. Loved how they used her as a plot device. Loved the whole story between her, Thanos and Gamora. And I just thought it was really cool the way she got a good lot of screen time. Like, she got a lot of screen time. And she had a fantastic story. And I think that Karen Gillan, who plays Nebula, really deserved that. So hats off to Marvel for that. I freaking loved Nebula in this movie. The third thing that I want to talk about kind of comes into sort of like a 2-parter type thing, but I'm just going to blend it into the one, guys. Blend it. Don't know what I'm talking about. But Iron Man and Captain America, this is going to be as one thing, right? I loved that at the end, right? First of all, Captain America, that end part, when they were fighting and everything, and, he barely, his sword was, completely, almost dismantled, and there wasn't much of it left, guys, let's face it, and he's sort of just, standing, and when he's on the ground, you can even see when he goes to get up, there's just so much blood coming out of his mouth and his gums and everything. And he's just like, do you know what? We have came this far. Let's go. Another round, buddy, to Thanos sort of type thing. And you know what? He just never gave up. He just didn't care at that point. He's just like, you know what? Let's just go on. Let's just keep this going here, And, I love that because Captain America he just never gave up. And then I loved that, of course, Iron Man got to be the one, and it's only fair, he started these movies in 2008. Now, if I could have chose my favourite Avenger, I would have liked him to have defeated Thanos. But I am very happy with the outcome because Iron Man, he did start these movies back in 2008, and he got to be the one to defeat Thanos. So I was really happy at that ending, and the story arc of both Captain America and Iron Man I thought were absolutely fantastic. And you know, I think it was a great ending, you know, and a good arc for Iron Man, so I was very satisfied with that. Because yes, it was sad and everything, it was moving and emotional that he died at the end of the movie, but at the same time, I think that the fact that he knew, you know, that he'd done it, that just was so freaking amazing, that story. So the next thing that I want to talk about is my Doctor Strange, my favourite character of MCU. And if anybody didn't know, my favourite MCU movie is Doctor Strange. So for him to be in this movie was awesome, of course, and he had such a short, you know, screen time, but you know, that's okay. I've got my Doctor Strange movie, and you know, I love him in Infinity War and everything, so never mind. But I also loved that Tilda Swinton was in this, who plays the Ancient One, and I knew she was going to be in this because Mark Ruffalo, who plays the Hulk, he had said before the movie came out that he had spent like a half a day with her, and she was like such a delight to work with, and one of the nicest people that he got to be, you know, on set with. Now yes, she was in it a short amount of time, but I was so happy that she was in it because, of course, you know, as I say, she's obviously in Doctor Strange, the movie Doctor Strange, so I really, really loved that. And yeah, even though Doctor Strange wasn't that long, I just loved watching him and I loved seeing him. And talking of Doctor Strange, you know, who of course, you know, brought us this awesome sort of ending. Now there was some parts I didn't like, but I'm sure you'll see that in my review, and I might actually do a video as well of 5 things that I didn't like about Endgame, which I'll probably do tomorrow. Was at the end, the ending when, you know, all these awesome characters, you know, came through the portal, and you know, Black Panther, especially Black Panther. I love Black Panther. Black Panther mask sitting behind me. Black Panther one. So yeah, I really love Black Panther. So, and just everybody showing up. That ending, I got shivers. It was like, oh yes, this is awesome, brilliant, brilliant Marvel. Hats off for that. So, you know, as I say, there is other things that I loved about the movie. There's so many other things, like, you know, I loved Paul Rudd, you know, because Paul Rudd, he's Mike from Friends, you know. I love him, and I love Ant-Man. I love Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I was so beyond happy, guys, you can't understand. Like, he was in this movie a lot, and if you think about it, you know, I've said this in my movie review already, you know, he is such you know, a huge part of the whole movie, because, you know, if you think about it, he's the one that went and gave the idea, you know, like, you know, I've been away what seemed like, as you know, a short time, but I've actually been away like 5 years, so it's obviously very possible, so you know that we can sort of sort this out, sort of thing. So I mean, there's just so many things, you know. But yes, I do have, you know, my concerns with this movie, as you'll know with my review. But anyways, yeah guys, until my next video, don't forget that the Force will be with you always. Bye guys.